It was at the time I realized I really needed to make a change. And this is not how I want to live my life. Hi, welcome to my channel. As we are approaching the end of year, I believe many of us will be setting goals, particularly in health and fitness, for a fresh start of a new year. However, I think it is really important that we start this fitness journey with a right and healthy mindset. As someone who has struggled with body image issues and has had a bad relationship with food, I really want to share my personal experience in hopes that someone can relate to it or anyone out there would find this video helpful in any possible way. A little background about myself. Throughout my entire life, I always had a pretty good and healthy relationship with food despite growing up in Asian culture, where the ideal beauty standard is usually being slim, skinny, and petite. It's always been heavily advertised and marketed in all media platforms. I'm fortunate enough to have a body type that if I eat just normally and stay relatively active, I'm able to maintain an average weight. So growing up, I've never really had any issues with my weight. However, in 2014, I was just feeling very unhappy in general. And at that time, I thought that I really needed to shift my focus and start something new. So I decided to embark on a fitness journey and a goal weight, which unfortunately turned into a downward spiral of unhealthy eating habits, over-exercising, and eventually led to low self-esteem and body image issues. At the time, my typical full day of eating would be having a packet of instant oatmeal for breakfast, and I would go work out during lunch hour, come back and have 2 packets of instant oatmeal for lunch. During the afternoon, no matter how hungry I was feeling, I would not allow myself to have any snacks. And for dinner, I would have a huge bowl of mixed boiled vegetables with very little seasoning. The seasoning is most likely oil-free. I would eat more on the weekends if I'm out with my friends or when I'm with my family. However, my mentality at the time was very unhealthy and I would often feel guilty if I'm not eating clean and healthy foods. I was on an extreme and restricted diet, and even though I was dropping weight, I was still looking to the mirror every single day, finding flaws in my body and feel like I should lose more. Eventually, I did reach my goal weight. However, I did not feel happy at all. On the contrary, I immediately worried about how I'm gonna be able to maintain this weight without gaining back. Not surprisingly, eventually my period stopped coming and I was feeling really moody and depressed all the time due to being in a calorie deficit. I had trouble sleeping and I would often lay in bed feeling so hungry and all I can think about is food. The lack of sleep just made me feel lethargic and tired. It was at the time I realized I really needed to make a change, break away from this unhealthy mindset, because this lifestyle is not sustainable and this is not how I want to live my life. I do not want to be controlled by food and having it taking over my life. It was hard at the beginning, but I was determined and decided to change my diet by incorporating more protein and fats. Most important of all, I stopped counting calories and weighing my food. Just really focused on eating enough to nourish my body. I also stopped working out because I wanted to focus on my health, be at the right mindset before I start to exercise again. A couple months later, I was finally back at my healthy weight and my period is on a regular cycle again. I now weigh heavier, but I've gained more muscles and I actually have a lower body fat percentage compared to where I was. Most important of all, I am feeling so much happier and healthier than I was years ago. To be honest, now I still struggle with food sometimes and feel insecure about my body. There are some days I feel really strong and confident, while there are other days I would wake up feeling fat and bloated and just feel bad about myself. However, throughout this journey, I've learned to accept that our body changes all the time and it's okay. Weighing a couple pounds less will not make you feel any happier. There is so much more in life than striving for a perfect body. Don't restrict yourself just because you want to achieve a certain physique goal, because ultimately image is only superficial. In fact, I rarely weigh myself anymore. I stop focusing on the numbers and comparing myself to others and really start to embrace my own body. We are all imperfectly beautiful, and that is actually what makes us unique. So we should really practice to love our body in a healthy way. There is not just one standard of beauty, so don't conform to the society beauty standard and feel like you should look like the fitness models on Instagram. Don't try to put yourself in a category. Just focus on being the best version of you. If you are on a fitness journey and feel you're struggling sometimes, be proud of yourself that you committed to make changes. Remember that you are doing it for yourself and not anybody else. It might seem inappropriate for someone who's at an average weight to talk about body image issues. However, it is really important to acknowledge that anyone can feel insecure about their own body. It doesn't matter what shape or size they are. My goal is to build a community so that we can remind ourselves that beauty can come in all shapes and forms. Together, we can share our experience and support each other. Know that you're not alone on this journey because we are all in this together. Thank you so much for listening to my story and spending your precious time to watch my video. It really means a lot to me as this is quite personal for me to share, and it takes a lot of courage for me to open up and talk about it. If you have any questions or if you want to share experience, I would love for you to leave in the comment section below. If you enjoyed my video, please like and subscribe for new videos in the upcoming weeks, and also follow me on Instagram. I hope you are having a really great day, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.